Welcome back everyone, this is Sweet Battlescars again, and I would like to welcome you to another unboxing video. Today we're gonna look at the Figure Builder Creator's Model Tigrex statue by Capcom. This is about the, I think, the 6th or 7th statue in the series of Creator Model statues, and this one looks pretty awesome already in the box. This has been out for a few months, but I am only now getting to it. I actually didn't order mine until a couple of weeks ago. I just waited on this one. We also have the Gormagala statue out there that I still haven't gotten either. So I'm gonna show you the box while I discuss some of these things. We got the box here. Like I said, Tigrex, one of the newer creator model statues, and it looks pretty good in the box. And we're gonna look at the statue. I think it's one of the better looking creators model statues. I mean, they all look pretty amazing, but I think this one is gonna be a fan favorite. After all, it is Tigrex we're talking about here. And in the back of the box we got a few snapshots of the statue with a few details there. Maybe I can get closer. And here we have the full statue, a little panoramic view there. And the other side of the box. And before I go on, I do want to apologize for my voice. I've been a little under the weather and I wasn't going to film this video, but I decided to do it anyway. I know you guys wanted to see a video this week. I haven't filmed any videos this week, so again, I apologize. My voice does sound a little rough, but I think I'm getting better. So we're gonna unbox this statue, and I probably won't talk a lot this time in this video. That's a first. I always like to talk a lot in my videos, but I'm gonna try not to stress my voice too much. As you guys can probably hear, it doesn't sound too great at the moment. So we're taking this statue out of the box here. Like I said, I've got pretty much every statue in the Creators Model series. The only one I'm missing now is the Gormagala, and I think that might be the newest one, or actually no, I think this Tigrex one is the newest. So this must be like the 7th statue in the series. And let me tell you, this statue is very well packaged. So here we go. Put that aside, and I'll remove the statue. Oh wow, this is very well anchored. We've got a little piece of string here. I'm just gonna remove, and there we go. Sorry about the loud noises. My microphone picks up those like crazy. There we go. Here we have a Tigrex with lots of plastic. And let me tell you, you guys can always expect very high quality from these statues. I know that the Figure Builder statues, the standard smaller statues, are very nice, and those are equally great. But when we get to this scale, these are much bigger than the regular Figure Builder figures. They call these the Creators Model, as I've said in my previous videos, and these are just on a whole another level. So it's gonna be kind of hard to fit the whole statue in one frame, so I'm gonna probably show you the whole statue first. There we go, the whole pose. Excuse me if I keep clearing my throat. I'm gonna try to edit those sounds out, but some of them might kind of sneak in here. But here is the statue, and I really actually like the base they gave Tigrex. Some of the statues do have a nice base, like the Rathalos and the Zinogre, but I think that like the Rathian base was a little neglected, and so was the Lagiacrus base. They didn't really do such a great job with those bases. But in this base, you guys can see we've got nice rock formations, and these are reminiscent of the environment of Monster Hunter 4. So this statue, I think, is very much modeled after the Monster Hunter 4 Tigrex, or Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate as it is known in the West. And the bottom of the base just shows standard supports here. It's actually very well built. It's very well cast. So, and I really like the pose. The pose of Tigrex is very nice. He's very active. He is in an attack pose. He's ready to like pounce on a hunter, ready to charge. And I'm gonna close up here a bit so you guys can see some of the details. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. This statue is very, very well detailed. You guys can see his face there, or her face. I don't know what Tigrex is exactly, or its face, let's just say it. So you guys can see the details of the face there. His eyes very well painted. And while we're at it, we can talk about the paint job. The paint job is excellent. These are hand painted, of course, so we can see lots of airbrushing, lots of dry brushing as well. So some very nice airbrushing here with some of the highlights and the shadows on its wings. We can see its striped pattern on its back, and the colors all look very, very nice, exactly like they do in the official art. And this is an official statue, so it shouldn't surprise us that they kept every detail. And again, I'm talking about the base again. I think the light can show you a little bit better there. This base is phenomenal. I think this is the best base in the series of creators model statues. And a very nice monster also. They really went out of their way to show Tigrex, and you know, at its best. Some of the underneath parts there, you can see some of the ribs and some of her scales. And what is this here? It looks like we have a little scratch, very minimal, tiny scratch here on one of the points. I don't know what that is. I guess it's just a tiny little scratch there. So you guys can see there the level of detail that goes into this statue. Let's zoom back out. Its tail also wasn't neglected at all. So very nice creators model statue. I'm really pleased with Tigrex. I guess the reason why I really haven't gotten the Gormagala statue yet is because I don't know exactly how I feel about it. It seems, you know, it's very well sculpted, it's very well cast, I'm sure, but from what I've seen in pictures, the paint job, you know, I'm not too crazy about it. And actually, I'm not really crazy about the statue itself. I like the monster in the game, but, you know, I don't know, the statue just isn't doing it for me yet. So I'm gonna wait on that, maybe get it later. And I actually waited on this Tigrex for a few months. Actually, maybe it was more like a few weeks before I got it. I usually get my statues right when they're released, but I did wait a little bit on this one. But, you know, I was saving up some money. But after that, I couldn't resist and I got it. I've also been buying games and a few other statues, like Attack on Titan figures and stuff like that. But I was able to put some money aside for this as well, and I think it was worth it, definitely worth it. So it looks very fantastic. And now I think in my videos I'm gonna try to get in the habit of actually bringing my ruler, of keeping my ruler handy so I can show you, so, you know, give you an idea of the scale. I think that's useful for people. People want to know how big these things are. So I guess we'll call this its length. It's roughly like 6.5 inches, you know, more or less, give or take. You know, from like the base here. Oh, actually, I guess that's more like 8 inches. Sorry, I was not measuring accurately. Sorry about that. So we're gonna keep the ruler here. Yeah, it's actually more like 8 inches long. We'll call this the width. It is probably from this point to its wing. It's about like 7 inches, 7.25, give or take. And again, this is an approximation. Its height, we're gonna go from the bottom of the base to the tail. And that also is about 7.5 inches, or 7.25, give or take. So, you know, it's a pretty good size for a statue. And now that we've gotten that out of the way, we're gonna put this aside and bring in the first creators model statue, just for comparison. This is Rathalos. This was the very first statue in the creators model series that was released, you know, a few years ago. and as you guys can see, they really keep outdoing themselves with every statue they keep releasing. I also have the Zinogre, the Logiacras, the Rathian, and the Brachydios statue. So the only one I'm missing is the Gormagala, which, like I said, maybe I'll get that later, maybe not. We'll see how I feel about it. Maybe just for the sake of having the entire collection together, I might just go ahead and get it. So compared to Rathalos, you guys can see the paint job on Rathalos, and I've done a review of this and the other statues already, so I'll put a link in the description of my playlist where you can find all of these reviews and more of like the Figure Builder, Monster Hunter figures and like plushies and things like that. So I'll put a link there where you can find all of my reviews, but just for comparison, you know, they are pretty much on the same scale. I don't remember if Tigrex is a little bigger in the game, but as far as the statue goes, Tigrex does feel a little bigger than, I guess, Rathalos. I thought Rathalos was slightly bigger, but, you know, I guess they do try to keep them to scale, as accurate as they can, but, you know, Tigrex does seem a little bigger. If it wasn't for Rathalos' wingspan, I think Tigrex might actually be slightly bigger. Actually, you know, I'm being nitpicky about the size. You know, I do care about scale, but, you know, it's pretty much on par. They look great together. So these are gonna look great together, and especially once I put them with the other monsters, they're gonna look pretty fantastic. So very nice Tigrex statue. Very great addition to the creators model series of statues, and this will look great with any of the other ones. Like you guys can see here, it looks great with the Rathalos. It'll look great with I think any of the other statues as well. So we're gonna put Rathalos off to the side here, and there's Tigrex. So I think I've covered everything in this unboxing, in this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, I want to apologize for my voice and any attempts to clear my voice during the video. I'm sorry, I know those can get annoying in the microphone. I apologize about that, but I really wanted to get this video out to you guys. I couldn't wait any longer, and like I said, I've been kind of under the weather for the last week or so, so I apologize for the lack of videos, but please stay tuned. I have more videos planned, more things to come in my channel, so please stay tuned. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.